Rated M for mature.
What's up, Gears Nation? So today we're going to be talking about my Gears of War Batsu figures. There are 3 figures within this line, so we're going to be talking about the Marcus figure exclusively in this video. So starting things off, I do like the artwork. It's very subtle, but it just fits. We have the basic logos going on, along with the Gears of War and Marcus Fenix nameplate, along with a picture of the figure to the right. Speaking of the figure itself, I really do enjoy these figures. Typically I like more articulated figures, but these ones just look so mean and aggressive, which is perfect for what Gears of War is. A similar figure to these would be the Funko Pop vinyl figures, which those ones are just too cutesy for me personally. Plus they lack articulation, they kind of just sit there. Whereas with more articulated action figures, you can pose them around if you take them outside of the box. You can create scenes from the video game or the movie. Now let's take a look at the sides of the box. So for the most part, I'm a big fan of how the sides look. So on the left hand side, we just have a close-up of the figure itself. And on the right hand side, we have the continuation of the picture of the figure on the front of the box. My only complaints with the sides of the box would be this side, and there's just a little bit too much empty spacing there. Furthermore, it would have been nice if they would have had the nameplate for the character that the figure is based on. So that way, if you're displaying it and you have limited shelf space, you can always display it with the sides out, kind of like you do a video game or DVD. And the reasoning for the nameplate is so that way you can tell what figure it is. Moving on to the top of the box, first off, I'm a big fan of what they did with the chainsaw bayonet on the Lancer and the blood splatter. That is cool. Next, we just have the basic logoing, and of course we have the Gears of War and Marcus Fenix nameplate, which is very appreciated. Let's say you don't have a whole lot of shelf space to work with these type of figures. You can always lay them back down or face down and have the name pointing out so you can see what figure it is, and then just stack them like that. However, a quick disclaimer. I wouldn't recommend stacking too many on top of each other or putting a whole lot of weight on them either, because that brings us into our next point, my only complaint with the top of the box. I'm not a fan of how the middle portion of the box is plastic. Because what can happen over time with these type of boxes is that piece of plastic starts to sag over time, or the adhesive might dry up too much, which makes it loose, which will make it sag. Which, if you've noticed anything about my videos, I love my items in pristine condition. That's why a lot of them are wrapped up. Even these ones get wrapped up, apart from video purposes. Flipping over to the back of the box, first off, I'm a big fan of how they designed the back of these boxes. In addition to the logos being put on the back of the box, we also have the various other figures within the series. We have a big picture of the Marcus Fenix figure, along with a very nice background. The artwork is awesome and it's fitting. Now my favorite part of the box. With NECA figures, they always include a bit of lore on each figure. And I quote, Marcus Fenix established himself as a war hero during the Pendulum Wars. He was on the fast track to an outstanding military career, until the monstrous Locust Horde emerged from the underground. Now leading Delta Squad, he simply fights for survival. This is awesome, not only for Gears of War fans, but also for Gears of War nerds much like myself, especially for other people that aren't familiar with Gears of War. A lore-accurate and brief yet detailed description like this could very well be the catalyst to someone picking up a Gears of War game for the first time, which is always a good thing. Anyways, that's all I have to say about this one, so be sure to let me know your thoughts and concerns about the video and the item from the collection itself in the comments down below. Along with, did you ever pick any of these up? Did you even know that they existed until now? They seem to be on the more obscured side of things.